Hello, today I've got another DVD update. Well, three. This one's more of a collection update since I do have mostly DVDs, but two other non-DVD things. And the TV just turned off. So yeah, these are things that I picked up over the last 2 weeks. Because I didn't do one last week because I only picked up two titles last week, and I'll tell you why later. But yeah. So I'll show you what I got last week first. First one, which I got from Poundland, was The Day After Tomorrow. This is directed by oh, what's his name? Roland Emmerich, who did Independence Day 2012. I think he did White House Down this year. I think that was one he did, and done a few other films. He mostly does like disaster films. That's what this is. But never seen it. But it's been in Paramount for a while. And I wanted to pick it up, but I didn't pick it up because my dad said he had it here. But I've had a look around, and I can't find it, so decided to pick it up. And this is strange. It's got a second hub here, but obviously there wasn't a second disc, and nowhere on this does it say it's a two-disc set. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe Poundland got it in a shitty case and decided to put it in a two-hub case. I don't know. But I just thought it was weird. And then the other thing I picked up last week was a game for my PS2, and that was Resident Evil 4. You can see that it was 99p in cash converters. Went over my dad, was one of the last places we went. Well, we went to this, then Poundland. So definitely glad to pick this up. It's been one I wanted to pick up for a while since it's supposed to be a really good game. I think it's most people's favourite of the series. So yeah, my computer crapped out on me again, but as I was saying, pretty sure this is one of most people's favourite, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing it. Anyway, I didn't mention this before, but yeah, last week I didn't go to town with Dominic because he was staying in his mate's house, our mate's house, well, his cousin's house. But so I went to town with my dad instead. Now, I'll talk a bit more about that at the end because yeah, it's not exactly yeah. Then I've got a. I'm gonna start off with the non DVDs that I picked up this week. The first one was a UMD, which I doubt you'll see me pick up much of, but it starts sounding in Poundland now, so you never know. That was Grand Theft Auto. This is directed by Ron Howard, and starring Ron Howard, and I didn't even notice that until after I left the store. Yeah, just the name and the cover that attracted me because it looks like cheesy like 80s for I don't know. Well, that's what I thought, but it's actually from 1977 because on here it only says 2000, and I knew this didn't come out then, so I looked into it this morning, and it came out in 1977. So yeah, it's normally on there, and it was Ron Howard's directorial debut, so it's good. And I've seen a few of his songs. I've seen How the Grinch Stole Christmas starring Jim Carrey, and the Dilemma starring Vince Vaughn and Kevin James, and I think I've seen a few of his other films, but can't remember. But it was in Pound, and the game's that much cost. They've got one DS game, they had two UMDs, and I think they had two separate original Xbox games. So I mean, the PS2 still holds up. I don't know if anyone still plays the original Xbox, and I don't think anyone's had as much attachment to that as the PS2. I don't think it was quite as good. But anyway, next one which I picked up was a book, and that was Class A by Robert McMurtry, which is the second book in the Cherub series. I do now own all the books in the original Cherub series. Yeah, I that was in a charity shop called Tea Gorbite, which is Hope House in English. And yeah, I thought since I don't have it, I might as well pick it up because I did actually borrow it off Dominic when I read it. Which yeah, I borrowed it off Dominic who's taken it out from the library, so and yeah, so I thought I'd pick it up in case I want to go back and read the series at any time. It's a great series, and I have recently picked up the first book of the second series. Well, I say recently, it was in the summer holidays, I think, and the third and final book in the second series has come out, so have to get around to reading them soon. But the reason I actually went in I think it was 4 charity shops today because of course they have DVDs, but that's not why the DVDs are always overpriced there, so I don't pick them up because the cheapest DVD I came across in any of them was £1.75 for X-Men Evolution Unexpected Changes, which is the only one, the volume I need, and I always want to pick it up, but it was £1.75 and I can buy it for cheaper on Amazon, so I thought I might as well wait. Yeah, but the real reason I was going to each one is because I wanted to find some Stephen King novels, because I'm sort of on a Stephen King type of mood recently. As I said before, I'm reading different seasons. I've seen a couple of his movies lately, and well, movies based on his books. And I definitely want to get more into him because I really enjoy this book. But sadly, couldn't find any of his books. But I did find something. I did find an adaptation of his book, and that is Stephen King's The Shining. This is the TV miniseries that lasted for 3 episodes, which were all an hour and a half long, and I think each one's on a separate disc. There's 2 discs. This is one of those splitter discs, so yeah, I think you probably have the first part on the A side and the second part on the B side. So yeah, don't like those discs because they're easily scratched and easily marked, because it's both shiny sides. They have no protective part, and as well they're just awkward. But I'm looking forward to checking this out. Since it is kind of a horror film, I might check it out within the next week. I am planning on watching mostly horror films. As I said in the past, I'm not the biggest horror fan. It's not that I don't like horror, it's just I've never got into it because we just nobody in my house has ever watched it, so I've never really watched any. But this week I do have a few horror films, so I'm going to check them out. Actually, after this, I'm planning on checking out John Carpenter's The Thing. But got another video to film after this, then I'm thinking about checking that out. So definitely look forward to that. But yeah, the kid looks weird in this. I don't know what it is about him. He kind of looks like Shelley Duvall from the film, but the kid version. Anyone else like that? Just sort of like the lips and the teeth and that. Anyway, and I think this one's more faithful to the book. So yeah, because yeah, I think he actually had that in the book. I don't know what that is. It looks like a croquet bar type thing, but I think it's supposed to be a slide camera. I'm not sure. But I think it's supposed to be closer to the book, and it's got quite a few special features as well. Well, so that it's got commentary, 11 additional scenes, interactive menus, and scene access. Man, this was an early release, 2003. You can tell it's an early DVD release when in the special features they've got interactive menus and scene access. That's not a special feature, but this yeah, that was in the 5 to 8 in cash converters, as I do use that a lot. And the next few are in that as well. The next one is Lost in Translation, which has Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson, and directed by Sofia Coppola, who did The Bling Ring, which came out earlier this year, and I really enjoyed that. And she is the daughter of Francis Ford Coppola and the cousin of Nicolas Cage. Yeah. Nicolas Cage is Francis Ford Coppola's nephew, which is awesome. I've heard good things about this film, and definitely look forward to checking it out. And as well, in this little booklet thing, you get sort of like Let's Get Lost translation talk with Sofia Coppola and Ross Katz. So not sure what this is, but might check it out. I think it's just like a question and answer type thing. And then also, if I like the film, I can stick this up. A nice little poster, because I do have a in my room. I have like a blank flat wall underneath the 4 postcards. So I checked last night and this fits there. So if I like the film, I'll stick that there. But definitely look forward to checking this out. And I am a big fan of Scarlett Johansson. Really love her work. And then the next one is one I've been wanting to check out for a while, because I've heard Americans just go wrong about it. That's Field of Dreams. I say Americans because it I haven't heard any British YouTubers talking about this. It's mostly the American movie community that I've heard talking about it. But yeah, they seem to really enjoy it. Probably because it's baseball. Baseball's not really big in Britain, so I've never really got into it. But I I kind of like it. I've played it a few times in PE in school, and I enjoy playing it. And obviously on the Wii I played it, and it's fun on there. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking this out. I'm sure it'll be good. And it says, if you will build it, he will come. I thought it was they will come. I might be wrong, but I swear I've heard people say it's they will come. And then the last one, in the 5 to 10, 5 to 8, is a Hot Tub Time Machine, which stars John Cusack, Rolf Corddry, Craig Robinson, and Clark Duke. Definitely look forward to checking this out. It's a comedy about Hot Tub Time Machine, and this is one I've been wanting to check out for a while. Before, it used to be just because of the title, but recently it's the cast, because I'm a big fan of Clark Duke from what I've seen of his work. Kick-Ass, Kick-Ass 2, Sex Drive, and I think there's a few other things, but I just can't put my finger on it. And Craig Robinson, I like him lately. This Is the End and stuff like that. And Rolf Corddry, I've seen him in a few things like The Way Way Back. I like him as well. And it's got your standard special features that you expect from this: deleted scenes and a trailer, and also a digital copy of the extended version, which I don't think this is. I think it doesn't say it's the extended version anywhere. So maybe that's the only way you get the extended edition. So I might try and get the digital copy. But anyway, if you're thinking that's 4, well, I do have a 5th title, but that was a present from them. It's upstairs in my room. I just forgot about it. It's West Side Story. My mum is a fan of musicals, so I thought I'd put that extra. But I asked my dad if she'd like that, and he said no. So oh well, I'll give it to her anyway. But yeah. So that wasn't it. I did pick up a few things last week, but they were Christmas presents, not for me. Since I was with my dad, he asked, we were just going around stores, and I was pointing things out, and he was like, "Going to get that for Christmas?" So, but why not? First off, at Game Station, and looking at my phone. I don't know, no, you can't see that. But I took a picture of what we got. But if I'm still doing this at around about Christmas time, you'll probably see these anyway in like big update type thing. But anyway, first off, we stop at a Game Station, and they have a £3 for £2 deal, and I did part I recorded, but part of my DVD collection that I recorded but didn't make public because I didn't like it. But I am actually okay. I'm actually getting a PS3 for Christmas, so I want to get some PS3 games. So I got some PS3 games in the 3 to 2. I got Dead Island, which one I've been looking to play for a while. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Definitely look forward to checking that one out. It's I've heard really good things about the game. Obviously the film isn't amazing, but it's okay. But supposedly the game's supposed to be amazing. And then last one was Infamous. Definitely look forward to checking that out. Pretty sure it'll be awesome. Then stuff at HMV, and they have deals like you get Blu-rays for £4.99 when you buy something, or DVDs for £2.99 when you buy something. And I fancied one of the DVDs, and that was Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. My dad has bought 2 CDs and picked this up for me for Christmas. But then as he was paying for it, I noticed that in the Blu-rays that was there for £2 more. So oh well. And then and I also got a book from that, and that was Trainspotting by Irvine Welsh. Not sure how to say his name. Yeah, that's what the film Trainspotting is based on. Definitely look forward to checking that book out. And the film, hopefully I'll get that for Christmas as well. Because I did start watching it in PSC once, which is awesome. And it was a really good film. Really creepy. I say everybody should be shown that video, because it'll turn everybody off. That film even, because it'll turn everybody off drugs. It's messed up what I saw. And then in parallel I've got 2 movies. I got Vertical Limit, which stars Chris O'Donnell, and Dark Side of the Sun, which I bought for one reason only. The front cover is a picture of Brad Pitt's face. I think I said Brad Pitt then. Brad Pitt. But yeah, it was a Brad Pitt film for £1. I thought, hey, why not check it out? Turns out it was one of his one of his first films, so maybe it won't be that good. But yeah, so that's what I picked up over the last 2 weeks. I'm not really planning on picking anything up within the next few weeks because I'm starting to save up to buy Christmas presents. So yeah, probably all my money will go aside to that. But you still might see a few DVD updates maybe, and recently watched, which I am actually going to film after this. But yeah, thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and go check out Welsh LFC Fans Review channel, which is my and my buddy's review channel, my buddy Dominic, who I have mentioned in this video. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.